Well, you've done a great job in the Senate, and like I said, you got an awesome story. You're an inspiration to me, certainly, and I think we're going to have a good episode today. But thanks for joining us, honestly.
Thank you for letting me.
I know it's a long ride from Vidalia up to the Braves Stadium, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, lead us off. You kind of started out there, but kick us off. Tell us who you are, where you came from, that kind of thing, and we'll get into where this thing goes.
Well, heck, man, you took half of it from me. The introduction was the best, but you're right. I grew up in Vidalia. I went to Vidalia High School, went to the University of Georgia Law, met my wife there. Took a gap year between undergrad and law school because I had to rush through. I'd helped on some campaigns, helped Sonny Perdue's campaign a long time ago. And that meant that I took a semester off my freshman year at Georgia and went to the state capitol and was just an intern in the state senate. So taking that 6 months off meant I had to rush myself through to finish. I worked at a pool store. I sold pool chemicals at Birchmore Pool and Spa.
Okay.
And that's how I partially paid for college. And then after college, had that gap year, went to law school. My third year of law school, I saw this little freshman walking across the dorm there. Not really the dorm, I guess it was the Jittery Joes, and one of our friends introduced us. We didn't really start dating or talking then, but later on, after law school, we got to talking a little bit more. 7 years later, ended up married. So we have two little boys in Vidalia. Ashley Nicole is the absolute best part of our family. She's a physician. She's an OBGYN.
Okay.
Her heart is as big as gold. There are things that my family does that sometimes get attributed to me that I'm sure that I never would have been involved with. Yeah. It's because she has such a big heart and so caring.
That's awesome. What'd you do during your gap year between undergrad and law school?
I worked for Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Corporate office. They sent me to Denver, Colorado on something called Project If. They were getting ready to double their market share out west. Yeah. So there was a friend of mine at the University of Georgia named Michael Lage. I don't know if any of y'all knew him at that time. Man, y'all are young. Y'all are he went on and worked, went to Harvard Business School, and I think he worked for Facebook when they were up and going, and then came back to Chick-fil-A's there now. And he got to pick, his idea was, let's pick teams of 4 people in 10 cities across the United States, and let's do marketing. And I got assigned to Denver. So I was there for a little bit of time, came back and clerked for a court, worked for the Senate again, and then went back to law school.